It's finally possible. You can now use a second power station unit as a quote-unquote expansion battery for your EcoFlow power station. Have twice as much redundancy, twice as much charging capability, twice as much solar input, as well as twice as much battery capacity. This is truly a game changer. This is the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max. You can see 2 ports on the side. You can see this is the actual power station because we've got all the USB ports here on the front. We also have, the outlets up on the back. And then working in tandem with that is the EcoFlow Delta 2. And you can see this is legit the power station. It's got all the ports here on the front, the outlets on the back side there. But check it out. I've got them connected through the extra battery ports, and I can use one as a quote-unquote expansion battery to the other one, or use them both at the same time. So guys, to make this work with this wiring harness, you need 2 of these adapter cables from WattCycle. These have the communication protocol built into the plug to turn EcoFlow on, as well as obviously proper, connection points for the electricity. Typically, this comes with these ends that terminate to just ring terminals so that you can add cheap third-party expansion batteries to your EcoFlow power stations. I have a whole video about that I will leave down in the description as well as in the top right corner here. But if you're wanting to connect the 2 power stations together, then you need to purchase 2 of these, cut off the ring terminals, and then crimp on some ferrules. I have a whole video about how to do this, and I will leave a link to the inexpensive ferrule crimping kit that I use all the time down in the description. And then we're simply going to connect it with this breaker right here. This is a DC rated 40 amp circuit breaker, so that way we can protect our conductors from an overcurrent event and provide some kind of switching mechanism to, connect and disconnect things. And then absolutely critical step, be sure and check polarity before you go plugging stuff in. So the terminal that is closest to the square side of the plug, if you look in here, you might be able to see a P right here and an N right over here. So this is positive, this is negative. And so we need to be sure that positive connects to positive and negative connects to negative. And that can be verified just using a multimeter on tone for continuity. So we'll go ahead and go from positive to positive. There we go. We've got a tone, and from negative to negative, and we have a tone. Now, very interesting. There must be some crossover or something because I had to reverse my connections so that positive came out at the opposite side of my breaker. That's just me. Your mileage may vary. That's why I say be sure and check it before plugging stuff in with a multimeter to make sure your polarity is correct. Okay, I've got it all wired up. So the last thing to do is to flip the switch. 1, 2, 3, please don't blow up. Nothing blew up, so that's good. A critical thing I forgot to mention, be sure that before you flip any switches or connect anything, you make sure that the power stations are both very similar in states of charge to each other. The other thing you must make certain of is make sure that they are both the same battery chemistry. So in this case, I've got a Delta 2 Max lithium iron phosphate battery with a 51.2 volt nominal voltage, and an EcoFlow Delta 2 with a 51.2 volt lithium iron phosphate battery chemistry. So these are the same chemistry and voltage and everything. The only difference is this has more cells in it in parallel to have more capacity than this. So check this out. I've got an electric space heater running here. It is plugged into the Delta 2 Max, okay? We're pulling 1400-ish watts. Notice, however, that the Delta 2 Max has already dropped down to 94%, and we were 94% on here, but now we've dropped down to 93%. The one downfall to this setup is that there's no indication on the second power station's screen that you are pulling power out of it, okay? So to be able to tell that, you'd need like a DC amp clamp, or you would need a shunt or something that you put in line here so you can actually measure the current coming between the two. However, you will notice though that this percentage will change as it depletes. So we'll watch that happen here in real time. You can see that the Delta 2 Max has dropped down 1%, 93. Oh, and if you take a look right over here, the Delta 2 has now dropped down to 92%. So it knows that something's happening. It knows that power is leaving the battery. The percentage will update, and you can see that the estimated time remaining is estimated at 2 hours. Now you can tell that the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max is not sure what it's trying to decide, 2 hours or 1 hour, so it's right on the cusp. So it kind of has an idea, I think based on the voltage of the battery, that there's extra capacity available, because 1400 watts would deplete the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max in like an hour and a half, but it's guessing that it's right on the cusp of actually 2 hours. And the EcoFlow Delta 2 knows something's up, and it's estimating that at the current draw, it's going to die in 2 hours. So there is hints that, they know what's going on, they just don't have the internal communication to actually know, how many watts are flowing out, because we're literally just transferring power. There's no communications between these two, if that makes sense. You can see while I've been talking, this has now dropped down to 91%, and this power station has dropped down to 92%. Now watch when I turn the heat off. All of a sudden now, it just went up. It's estimating 99 hours now. And the EcoFlow Delta 2, you just caught that too. It just went up to 99. So it knows that something's up. Watch what happens when I turn the heat back on. See, this is dropping down. And watch the Delta 2, it's going to drop down from 99 hours. There, did you see that? It just dropped down to 2 hours again. Now, a lot of you are going to want to know, can you charge the power stations together? And the answer is absolutely. You can just plug one power station in, like I've got here, and you can see we're dumping in about 1200 watts. And if we come over here to the Delta 2 Max, you can see it's actually spinning, registering a charge as well, and it's giving us the note saying recharging time and an estimated time till full. Now, whether this is accurate versus the 27-minute, you'll have to see. It's probably going to be a combination of between those two. But the point is yes, you can charge one power station and it will recharge the other one. You can also plug both power stations in together and charge them simultaneously and really juice them up fast if you wanted to. Can you charge them with solar? Absolutely. If you have solar just hooked up to one unit, it will pass to the other unit. You can also hook up solar to both units and charge them both twice as fast. I mean, this combination here could be really flexible because the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max has 2 MPPTs, so you could do 2 different strings with mismatched panels and stuff in each string. And then this has an extra one, so you could actually get 3 MPPT solar charge controllers in a very compact package here. Now I have fantastic news. This configuration right here works without anything but the power switch on your second quote-unquote expansion battery power station. So if you're using the inverter from this unit right here, and you don't need more power than what it can provide, then don't turn the second inverter on, because it'll actually have a, parasitic drain. It will actually consume power itself. So unless you need it, keep it off. Just turn the power station on, keep the inverter off, maximizing the amount of power you have available, and just let that pass through to the power station that's actually got the inverter on and your load's plugged in. And then obviously, of course, you have the option if you need just tons of power outputted to AC loads that would overload, a single power station, then go ahead and turn the other one on and plug some extra stuff in. That's the beauty of this. Flexibility. So is it just me, or have others of you felt the same way? Like you were getting totally ripped off when you were buying an extra battery for these power stations? Because usually the extra battery costs almost as much as an entire new power station, yet it had like 0 functionality. Sure, it would expand your power station, but there was no way to charge it separately unless it was connected to your power station. There was no way to get power out of it unless you connected it to your power station. And so if your power station ever failed, then you had this extra battery that was completely useless. You could not get anything out of it, even in an emergency situation. This is also not recommended or endorsed by EcoFlow at all. So by choosing to use this, you will most certainly be voiding your warranty on your power stations. So be sure and keep that in mind. You can also really hurt yourself, not only destroy your power stations, but have bodily injury, maybe even property damage, and in an extreme situation, death, if you do this wrong. So if you don't feel comfortable working with electricity, doing some DIY wiring, this is not the video for you. I think this is totally epic. What problems or concerns do you have? Sound off in the comments and help us all learn. And also tell us down in the comments if you agree that buying just a second power station as opposed to an expansion battery, especially where you can utilize it as a quote-unquote expansion battery, is the better option hands down. I'm happy to hear any argument against that. I personally can't think of any besides a few dollars of savings But now with the option of adding external batteries that are significantly cheaper, per watt hour than OEM expansion battery, if you're going to expand it with expansion batteries, I just go that route as opposed to an OEM expansion battery. And then if I need, utmost portability, lightweight, etc., then I would, just add a second power station, as I've said. But anyway, let me know down in the comments. I love reading all of those. I'll have links down in the description to a couple different videos that you guys would be interested in seeing around this and that I've referenced in this video. I'll also leave links to the parts and pieces that you need to build this. I also have links down there where you can submit a guaranteed to be answered question by me, as well as book an online video consultation. So take advantage of all those resources. You know me, I'm always trying to figure out new and creative hacks like this. So definitely want to be part of the channel so you don't miss future ones that are in the pipeline coming quick. All of you stay safe, and we'll catch you all next time. You can see both are indeed recharging. We're up to 94% on the Delta 2, and if we come over to the Delta 2 Max, you can see we're up to 94 as well.